Hi and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing amazing. Today I've got another adventure to share with you, and it's an adventure that kind of took place last week. So we took a trip out to Heide Park, which is a theme park here in northern Germany. It's actually in a town called Soltau, which is about an hour and a half away from Hamburg. So we took the train out there um, last Tuesday, and we stayed there for, it was kind of a midweek break. So we stayed there from Tuesday to Thursday. So it's a 2-night break. We paid for this trip €560, which around, well, when we booked it back in May, it was kind of like £470. So what did we get for that money? Well, we got 2 nights accommodation in the Adventure Hotel, which is the Abenteuer Hotel in German, and that is the on-site hotel for Heide Park. So we had 2 nights there, and then we also got 3 days park admission to the theme park, and then we got 2 buffet breakfasts each, so on the second day and on the checkout day, and then we got 2 buffet dinners for all of us. And the buffet dinner actually comes with beer and house wine on tap, so kind of all-inclusive kind of deal. So what I'm going to do is I've split this into 2 videos. So today we're just going to focus on the hotel, and then in my next video, which I will link down below once I've uploaded it, that will focus on the actual theme park. So let's get into it. This is all the footage that I took of the hotel. Didn't quite film every little bit that I wanted to. We were just having so much fun. But yeah, here's all of the footage from the hotel. And at the end, I'll just give you my quick review of what I thought of the Heide Park Hotel. So enjoy, and I'll see you soon. It's a 2 kilometre, is it 2 kilometres? It's about a 20-minute walk, basically. Quite a speedy road, like there is quite a high speed limit on this road, but it feels really safe and like everyone's doing it. So and this is the way the Heide Park say to do it. It's really scenic, like really like forest. Yeah, but it is quite a long walk. You can get the bus from Soltau, but it doesn't run very often. But yeah, so this is the alternative. There's the hotel from the front. And there's Toothless at the top. Let's have a look at him. There he is. On the top. Right, so we got lots of pictures. And there's the balloon and stuff outside. Wow, look at these pictures. It's a grand hall. And just left to the reception, you've got some of these lockers where you can keep your belongings in while you're on your last day at the park, which is really good. Okay, you come out of the lift. Very nice carpet. It smells amazing in here. It smells so clean. Some sofas. And we're going to go down into our hallway. Quiet. Really nice. And we've got the view over the entrance to the hotel. It's just, I love the doors, the rooms. That's the theme. Again, more people. I don't know who he was. Yeah, very pirate themed, this floor. Obviously, they have different themes for different floors. Like there's like Peppa Pig rooms, there's How to Train Your Dragon rooms, I think. But I think these are the standard suites, rooms. Sorry. William Dampier, don't know who he is. This is our room. Okay, so you come in, and then we've got like a little chair here and a full-length mirror here, and I think that this door is like an adjoining door, but there's lots of coat hooks here to hang your coats on. Okay, and then we come in and huge wardrobe. So we put some of our stuff in here already, but lots of coat hangers and some storage space up there. Okay, so look on the other side what they got. Okay, so we've got a safe and lots of little cubby holes for storage. And then coming down here, they've got like, I don't know what this looks like, a cannon. And a little stool. I'm guessing you put like clothes or put your shoes on there. And then we've got a TV. Probably won't be watching TV because it'll be in German. So then like a desk. Very oldie worldy themed. And then they've got a chair here. And then what do we get with the room? So we've got a pencil and some paper. Oh, a vanity set. I wonder what's in that. I'll have a look in that in a second. And a little bag. Okay, so what's this? So when you don't want your room cleaned, you hang this bag outside the door and they get a surprise. Maybe we should do that tomorrow. 2 little things. I don't know there's tea and coffee making facilities in here. I think so. And a little candle and like a little chair. And then a barrel of rum, just a little nightstand. Oh my god, they've even, because we've asked for a cot, and this cot is really lovely. It's a pack and play, but it's really nice. They even put like a duvet set and a pillow in there. And then I think they've given us a diaper pail, or a weird bin. I don't know, because we have a bin here. I think this is like a diaper bin, maybe nappy bin. Sorry. And then a view out there. We haven't got a theme park view. We have a view of the entrance to the hotel and the car parks. And then let's have a look downside there. We've got a heater. So the window's open. Okay, maybe we won't try doing that. And what we've got here, we've got a plug socket here. No USBs as far as I can see, but like a little lamp here. And we come to the main bed. Obviously, it's done in the German style with separate pillows and blankets, which is going to be cool. Okay, and then we've got some pirate themed like bunk beds. So solid, like that's a solid piece of wood there. And a bed. See how comfy those are later. And again, yeah, more lights. So that does the main room, and that does that one there. But it's so nice. It's so spacious, and like I love the decoration. I love the wood. Like I love these kind of like let me out of prison kind of Jack Sparrow type of thing. And then we're coming to the bathroom. I love this bathroom. Okay, so we've got the toilet. Oh, don't mind that pot of yogurt there. That is ours. Loo brush and plenty of toilet roll. And then the flush for the toilet is actually there. I think it's weird. It's not on the back. It's the side, so that's kind of weird. And love the stone floor. We've got a nice big towel rails and towels. There's a bin. Got some tissues and our towels down there. And then we've got a hairdryer, which seems pretty okay. Don't know. It seems pretty powerful. And then we've got like one of those extendable mirror things. And a nice big mirror here. And there's some hand and hair and body wash if you don't bring your own. And look at this sink. That's a huge chunk of like, that feels like real marble, that does. That's really nice. Love the taps as well. And then this is my favourite thing. This is the shower. And let's have a look in to kind of go round the corner. Oh, wow. And then you've got like a handheld shower and a massive rainfall head shower. I love this. I love the stone. I love the wood. Oh my God, I could live in a shower like this. Oh, this hotel room is so great. I just love the theming, and it's like proper. I mean, I think that's fake wood, but it looks real. But yeah, that is the room, and it's gorgeous. I love all the attention to details. I love the hooks, with the like gold mirror, the antique feel. But yeah, this room is so spacious. Just because like this is a standard, but yeah, it's so big. Like that bed is huge. A picture of the pirate ship, and I'm going to see what's in this cosmetic set. Give me a second, I'll just open it. Okay, so in the cosmetic set, you get like a little hairband, get a nail file, and just some cotton buds and some cotton pads. That's quite Handy little set. Okay, so we're back at the hotel now, and this area is just stunning. Absolutely stunning. You can actually see one of the rides. It's like a little boat ride. And it's going round. You can see it there. So we might go on that tomorrow. We haven't been on it yet. It looks quite romantic, actually. But this, I love the theming here. It's kind of like piratey, oldie worldy, kind of Spanish kind of influence, I think, like Pirates of the Caribbean theme. Oh, Sienna, she's tired. We're going to go swimming. I want some dinner. Yeah? But this is the hotel. And you're walking from the theme park entrance. It's beautiful. Yeah. Wow. Should we go in the lift? We can all go in the lift together. There's like a grand staircase there. Loving the chandeliers. And the theming in here. And there's like a play area here for like kids. They can play in there, like a soft play kind of area. And then I think in here is like a bar lounge, I'm guessing. I'm not sure I'm allowed in here actually at the moment. It's quite empty. Yeah, it's like a show bar. Yeah, we've got a stage. Wow, this is amazing. Imagine getting a cocktail and sitting here. Theming. Oh, that's really nice and cozy in there. Really cozy. Yeah, love all the theme here. Like you've got Davy Jones, Daniel Defoe. No relation to Willem Dafoe, but and then we're in the arcade. Oh yeah, cool little arcade room. Can you get the goat? That's cool. You going on the racing cars? Yeah. All right, should we go? Should we go swimming? Okay. Go in the lift. Oh.
Mein Name ist Lord Alexander Express und ich brauche dringend
This is cool.
bei der Suche nach einem verlorenen Zeitcode.
Okay.
Wenn du bereit bist.
Okay, so I can't really take a picture from inside, but this is the pool. There's a little slide there. That's really cool. I think we're going to go in about 5 minutes. I think she's opening it up as we speak, and hopefully they'll let us in. Our booking's not for another 20 minutes, but cave, like water, like coming down, and I think it's a slide there. Let's have a look. Some more. It's not very big, but that's really nice. And it goes on. I think that's like the end of it. Yeah, that's the kind of the end of the pool. Yeah, it's not too bad. And then a little baby slide. Wow. Wow, look at the ceiling. You can paint the ceiling, that's so cool. Oh, in the lift. Really cool themed lift as well. Get in all the way in, Sienna. Like that is in the door, like. Mechanics. This is the Tortuga Tavern, I think it is, or Tortuga Restaurant. It's so posh in here. It's a buffet. My favourite word in the world, buffet. Yeah, but I'm going to give it a go. Okay, so I think you put it on here. Oh my god, it fills up with beer. And just take it off. Oh my god. I'm only having that much because that's probably enough to make me drunk. But that's so cool. Buffet. Okay, so they've got carrots, and that's cabbage and coleslaw, and then pickles, feta. Oh my god, it looks so good. Then more like pasta salad, potato salad, more salad things. And then we've got some like balsamics and oils. And we've got some sweets over here for the kids. And then drink station, where you just get soft drinks and water. And then along here we've got just some sunflower seeds and some gherkins and some cheeses. And then the rest of the salad. And let's come here. What have we got here? So we've got more like antipasti stuff, like mozzarella and tomatoes and olives. And I think they're mushrooms, I think. Yeah, mushrooms. Aubergines, tomatoes, courgettes, peppers, smoked salmon, and like sausage and hams and vegetarian wraps. And like ketchups and things. And then they've got pork steak, chicken steak, and breakfast sausage. That looks so good. And then they got cauliflower cheese, green beans, potato dauphinoise, which my husband has already said is amazing. And then they got roast beef with béarnaise sauce. Might be getting some bit of that. And they've got the obligatory pizza, huge mountain of pizza there. And then we've got some Asian, so like a curry and some noodles. And then we've got like fish and rice, and then pasta with tomato sauce and meatballs, and then look at those chips, they look really good. And then we've got soup, which is cream and mushroom soup today. Yeah, that looks really good. Then what have they got over here for desserts? Let's have a look. So they got a soft ice machine where you can do soft ice and kind of decorate it yourself. And then they've got lots and lots of like cheesecakes, and then tiramisu. Don't like tiramisu, but it does look good. And then they've got vanilla pudding, chocolate pudding, panna cotta, strawberry cream, fruit salads, like cherry sauce there, then vanilla and chocolate sauce, and then we've got fruit and a chocolate fountain. And that is pretty much it for dinner. So yeah, I think I'm going to get some beef and some potatoes, but first I'm going to go and get myself a salad plate. I've gone for some sausage, some pasta salad, some potato salad, some mozzarella, and some cucumber salad, some ham, and some salmon. That's really good for my first plate. So for my second plate, I've got some chips, some fish and rice. Sorry, the camera's rubbish. So I've got some fish and rice, some beef with green beans, and some dauphinoise potatoes. And I did have some meatballs, but I've eaten them already. And a bit of feta cheese in the middle, which is absolutely heavenly. Okay, so my pudding plate is some strawberry. I think this is blackcurrant like cheesecake, some panna cotta with some cherry sauce, some vanilla pudding, and some chocolate pudding. So I'm gonna have a try. I didn't realise they actually got wine on tap. My sisters would love that. So they got red and white wine. That's pretty cool. Let's see. It's just, yeah, red and white. Wow. I might have a little bit tomorrow night maybe. Okay, so I wasn't going to film today, but they've got a few little different things. They've got some chicken skewers there instead of the, I think I had sausage yesterday. And then salad bar's just the same. And this is tomato soup today. And they've got, so yesterday they had meatballs and tomato sauce, and tonight they've got chicken in a mushroom sauce. And that's it. And then for the vegan, and they got a tuna, it's like a tuna with a hollandaise sauce. And then for vegetarians or vegans, they got soya with teriyaki sauce. And they've still got the pizza. And instead of the dauphinoise and the beef with hollandaise, they've got beef with just gravy and potatoes and veg. And then here, which is slightly different, instead of the sausages that they had yesterday and the swine fillet, they got beef and fricadella. So yeah, we're now coming for breakfast. So look what they've got. So it's just some fruit here, just some pineapple and an assortment of melon. And then over here they've got some yogurts and like individual lactose-free yogurts. That's quite good. And they've got blueberry yogurt and just natural. And then we'll go this way. And they've got some honey and maple syrup, and some like powdered sugar and cinnamon. And then they've got some pancakes, and they're actually vegan pancakes, which is good. And then some sprinkles for your pancakes, and then kind of some like salads, like coleslaws, and some salad fruit. This is like plant-based kind of cream cheese with olives or mushrooms. And we've got some jams and little cups for your jam, and then more jams and some honey. And then around here we've got some sliced meats and hams and some sliced cheeses. Oh, that looks really nice. And then on the other hot plate, they've got some grilled tomatoes, some boiled eggs, some scrambled eggs, some mustard and ketchup. And they've got some fried eggs, what they call rossies, like hash browns, more fried eggs. I think those are kind of where they flip them over. Some bacon, some beans, and some sausage. And then around here they just got some cereals and some milk. So they've got like different assortment of kind of mueslis and Cheerio things. So final bit over here, we've got a bread section. So they've got sliced breads, they got croissants. They're the only croissants I've seen actually, and they got more bread rolls. They've got no like pain au chocolat or anything like that here. So then they've got a milkshake section where you've got like different powdered milkshakes, and you can do it with cold milk or warm milk. And then we've got the coffee machine, which is pretty easy to use. It's actually provided by Costa. And then they've got some, I think that's like iced tea and lemon or like herbal tea. They've got a good selection of teas, mostly herbal. And then they've got the coffee and the coffee creamer. Yes, that's it. Okay, so that was all of the footage from the hotel. And now I'm just going to kind of tell you what I thought about the hotel. As I said before, I'm going to do the theme park in a different video. So let's just go through the hotel. And I can say I thoroughly recommend this hotel. I absolutely loved it. Just from like a general overview, everywhere was really well themed. The decoration was really good. It felt really clean everywhere. Felt really modern. Well, not modern, but it felt that it had just been painted kind of modern, if that makes sense. Really fresh, and yeah, and really clean. And yeah, just loved it. So the room, as you can see in the video, I thought the room was really, really good. It was really, really spacious, really, really big. The bed was really, really big, and it was really, really comfortable sleep. I had a really good sleep. One thing I'd say is that it is in the German style. So if you're not used to the German style of beds, instead of having one big like double duvet, they have two single duvets, which I actually quite like. There's no duvet hogging and that kind of thing. You kind of just have your own kind of space in the bed. One thing I wasn't overly keen on were the pillows. They were the German style pillows, which for some reason tend to be really kind of square and big and quite squidgy and flat. We did end up taking the pillows from the bunk beds, just so that we had two, because I like two. So maybe if you are a pillow snob, you can bring your own. I don't know, but it wasn't a big deal. They were nice, and I had a really comfortable sleep. There was loads of space for storage, and I really loved the fact that the furniture was really sturdy. I mean, the bunk beds, I could have slept on the top bunk without that kind of feeling of, oh no, is this going to collapse under the weight of me? You know, it felt really solid furniture. Um, it was really, really well themed. It was a pirate theme room. We were in a standard room, but really, really high quality pieces, really thick wood. Had a little bit of a distressed look, but I think that was more for the theming rather than, scuff from wear. I think that was to the theming. It was kind of antique kind of feel to the furniture. Love the barrel of rum. That was a really good decor piece. Love the curtains. They're really thick drapes. I would say though that they're not blackout blinds. So in the summer, if you're a really light sleeper, perhaps consider bringing like an eye mask, just because it isn't fully blackout in there. Um, there was plenty of plugs for us. No USBs that I could see, but there was a plug on each nightstand and a couple of plugs on the main desk. So plenty of plugs. The bathroom was the highlight for me. I really love that bathroom. The shower. I love the style and the look of it. Of the flagstone on the floor. I think it's flagstone. Anyway, yeah, the kind of stone tiles. Shower was really powerful. I like the fact that there was a kind of a waterfall jet and a handheld shower as well. That was really good. It was really hot. Yeah, really, really good bathroom. I like there was loads of hooks for everywhere for like coats and bags, and there was a nice area for kind of storing your bags, kind of away from the main room. So I really, really liked that. Kind of the only kind of cons I would say for the room. First one was that there's no air conditioning. Didn't really affect us because it was a kind of cooler night. But about a week before we went, it actually got to 32 degrees here in northern Germany. So, and I can imagine on a night like that, it would be pretty stuffy. So yeah, that might be an issue if you do struggle with heat. Maybe come in the cooler months when it's not so warm at night. Only other con, it didn't really affect us, but I can imagine it would affect some people, is there is no kettle or fridge in the room. Um, you could obviously bring your own travel kettle and travel mugs if you really need a hot drink first thing in the morning or last thing at night. The fridge, yeah, that could be an issue. For example, if you've got medication that needs to be refrigerated or you want nice cold drinks, didn't really affect us because we had the buffet dinner and I filled up our water bottles with ice cold water from the machine there, and then we just drank those throughout the night. My husband did take some Pepsi, which he just had to drink at room temperature, but he wasn't really fussed by that. So yeah, overall I was really, really happy with the room. It felt really clean. I liked the fact that it had wooden floors. Carpets in hotel rooms just kind of give me a bit of the ick, especially as I'm not sure people always take their shoes off when they come into hotel rooms. I did like that. And actually when we were checking out, um, I saw a cleaner cleaning one of the other rooms and they were steam mopping the floor. So that was a big bonus for me. I really, really liked that. So moving on to the wider hotel, again, I thought it was fantastic. Everyone was clean and fresh and kind of felt newly decorated. The hotel is themed to adventure. It's called the Adventure Hotel, and that came out in the decor. Most of the decor, I would say, was kind of giving off Pirates of the Caribbean vibes. So definitely the restaurant, the courtyard area was definitely giving off Pirates of the Caribbean vibes. Um, Mixed kind of with, I'd say, a little bit of steampunk, and a little bit of kind of around the world in 80 days. I think that's what it's called, around the world in 80 days. Is it Phileas Fogg? I can't remember at the moment. But yeah, that kind of feel to it, kind of 19 or 1800s Victorian kind of explorer kind of yeah, kind of feel to it. Really, really loved it. The pool area, it wasn't the biggest pool, but again, it was spotlessly clean. It could have been because we were the first ones in there every day, but yeah, really, really lovely kind of decor. The changing rooms were clean. There was free towels, so you didn't have to bring your own, which I thought was a really good bonus. Yeah, as I said, it's not the biggest pool, but there was a slide, and I really enjoyed that slide. It gave you a bit of a kick at the end. There was some jets in one side of the pool, which kind of gave it a kind of a rapids kind of feel to it. That was really fun. There's kind of a little grotto cave. There was a children's kind of splash kind of area, a little tiny pool with a shallow water, but the water was really warm. It's nice just to kind of sit in there. And Sienna loved the little slide that they had. It was really, really good. I loved that. It wasn't too busy when we were in there. I can imagine if on busier days it would get a bit crowded because it was small, but for us it was perfect. Loved it. The outside courtyard area was really nice and pretty. I can imagine if you have a cocktail from the bar and you want to sit out there, kind of catch the last bits of the evening sun. That would be really pretty out there. And I love the fact that there was a specific hotel entrance to the park that was so handy. And they were letting us in there. I think the first day we got in there at about 20 to 10. Second day it's about quarter to 10. And within, I could say you can go from your room to riding the first ride. There's a ride right next to the hotel entrance. You could probably go from your room to being on that ride within 10 to 15 minutes on a good day. So that was amazing. I think the hotel entrance is like a 5 minute walk to Cracker. So really good for getting on rides first thing in the morning. That's really good. Love the reception area. When we went there, they had a table with decanters of water with fruit in it, so you could get yourself a drink while you're waiting to check in. I love the fact that they have the little soft play area. It's not big, but it's great fun. If there's a bit of a queue to check in or check out, the kids can just start playing, or if you're 10 minutes early for your reservation for the restaurant, the kids can just have a quick play on there. There is an arcade. It's not the biggest arcade, but again, lots of fun for the little kids if they're just waiting before you go into dinner or while you're checking in. That's lots of fun. There is an online shop. It is small and it's kind of mainly just gifts. I think there was a drinks kind of fridge in there, so if you are desperate for a cold drink, maybe in the night you could kind of get one of those. I love the fact that they have kind of a storage locker unit, and storage lockers are big enough for suitcases, so you can store your luggage in there before you go to the park, or if you're checking out and you want to go to the park for a bit before leaving, that was really good as well. Come on to the restaurant. I loved the restaurant. The decor of the restaurant, again, it's very Pirates of the Caribbean kind of vibe. I think it's called the Tortuga Tavern, which I think is a reference to Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm not quite sure. Don't quote me on that though. Loved it. It was a really big restaurant. It never felt kind of overcrowded. It was really, really good. I liked the fact that in one corner where we were sitting for the one breakfast, they had like a little kind of game area for kids, which had board games and puzzles and colouring in and pencils. That was really good. So if your kids are they've done eating and they can kind of go and sit there for a minute while you finish off your glass of wine in the evening. I think that's a really nice touch. Really thinking about families. And what can I say? The food was incredible for me. Really, really hot, really plentiful, always replenished, and really, really tasty. There was not one thing that I thought wasn't good. They had some really good vegan options. They had a vegan curry, vegan noodles, and obviously salad bar. The soup was vegetarian. It was tomato and mushroom on both nights. A huge salad bar and antipasti. It wasn't kind of your just jarred antipasti. This looked really, really good. The olives were, really, really big and fresh. Really loved that. The meat was good, quality. Yeah, really, really loved it. There was a lot of choice. Yeah, I really loved it. I love the fact that it came with beer and wine on tap. I didn't taste the wine in the end, so I can't comment on the quality, but people were queuing up for it, so I'm guessing it tasted nice. The beer tasted nice. It was just, I think it was like is it Pittsburgh? I think that's what you call it, or Bitburger. I'm not sure, but it just tasted like a general kind of kind of a Kronenberg kind of taste. um, yeah, but I loved the hotel food. I loved the hotel restaurant. Loved the hotel decor. I would definitely stay there again. As I say, we stayed in a standard room. There are other themed rooms. I think they have a Ghostbusters theme room, How to Train Your Dragon room, Peppa Pig theme room, and a cowboy theme room. I think that's all of them. And yeah, if you do have a child that loves Peppa Pig, by all means, pay the extra and stay in that room. It does look great. The pictures on the website look fantastic. So all in all, I would totally recommend staying there. And I really want to go back and stay there again. Maybe next year, maybe in a couple of years' time. I think hopefully the Disneyland Paris trip is on the cards for next year. So, but yeah, I would definitely recommend staying here. And yeah, so look out for my next video, which will all be about the theme park. But yeah, I will see you soon for another adventure. Take care. Bye.